Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again we return to the world of Grim Dawn. Not Path of Exile, Grim Dawn, and it is showtime. Patan! Nod knocks, my character. We'll start. I click. There we go. Yesterday, 2 sessions, early session and late session. Late session, we finished up by killing Warden Krieg. You want to wear those in a couple of levels. We need to repair the bridge leading northwest out of town. I can't see that as being anything other than southwest out of town. I'm sorry, that's southwest.
Ah, we speak at last.
The emissary.
There are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Or should I say, taken. Some who mean you ill. Some who fear your potential. Then,
I think he allows us to skip to one of the first 2 expansions.
It appears you may be just the one we require.
You require me? For what?
I cannot speak of such things in this place. The cursed gaze of our foes is cast upon us here, so I will be brief. Great powers are gathering within the distant lands of the fallen Corvin people, and the Great Eye has decreed that you must play a part.
Oh, the Great Eye. Not the Brown Eye?
Will you answer our summons? Will you join me through the portal? Or do the mortal concerns of these people outweigh the calls of fate?
Wow. That's really, really dismissive of you. I have some other matters to attend to, you jerk.
Kill the warden, eh? Just keeping my good.
Northwest. This is northwest. Is this the actual? Oh, okay. This is maybe the correct way. Where's the other one go? Doesn't say. Old Grove to the south must be restored before you can cross it. Oh, you likely won't make it very far. Well, wow. Okay. Bleep off. We'll head to the northwest then. This is the northwest. Oh, I wanted to slay Balros the Malformed and Hagra the Tormented first. So we're going to do that. I had forgotten about them. I apologize. Not to them. I'm going to kill them. Balros the Malformed. Give me a second. Balros the Malformed. Well, that's Algrim. The Moldering Fields. Where's the nearest point? Hallowed Hill, Burwich. So he is south of Burwich. All right, we can head south from the Burwich Village Rift. Southwest along the roads to the Moldering Fields. That'll work. Why did I not have that there? I do not know. I find it irksome. That's the Burwich Village Rift. There we go. Oh, perfect. Oh. It helps if you actually, go into your weir form to murder all these things. They started it by being so murderable. That's like the Moldering Fields, I think. Good evening, Lone Star Wolf. My tsunami has reached level 2. Really quickly, check and see if we're in the right place. We should be. Alistair's diary. I learned a great deal from that. Couldn't really tell you what, but I'm sure it was a great deal. All right, where is he? Where is he? That him? That is not him. That's a different boss entirely. Leftover chicken? Perfectly acceptable. A great many things are better as leftovers, I have always held. I went too far, didn't I? Yeah. Right. We come back out of this little thing and turn north, and he should be right up there somewheres. Where are you, you big poop head? Moldering fields forever. Where is he? We've got spooters. Got a dead guy. Oh, we got something there. That's Olgrim. Burwitch fell months ago. We could use a cook. I'll send him back, but he's not who he seems to be. Where's Olgrim in comparison? Okay, that's Olgrim, so he should just be right on the opposite side of this body of water. We'll find him, and then we'll murder the other guy. Oh. Nope. Moldering fields. Come on, where is he? He's supposed to be around here somewhere. Burwitch outskirts. Why is he not here? He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be right next to that water. I have no idea why he's not showing up where he's supposed to be. Literally right here, according to the Grim Tools. What kind of chicken, by the way? Kind of curious. I had chicken enchiladas. Just cold leftover chicken? I've always liked cold chicken. Like cold fried chicken is pretty good. Why is he not where he's supposed to be? That's Olgrim. Oh, there they are. On the opposite side. The indicator was not particularly informative. I have, through the exercise of my vast intellect... Not here, it's the one I keep in the closet. There they are, 2 little stars. Damn it. Alright, we got 1. And we're short on energy. And that's 2. There, we got them. Was harder than it should have been. Also, these guys need an ass whooping. All right. We got them taken care of. Return to Harmond in Devil's Crossing. We'll do that right now. There, we tidied up that little bit. as long as the chicken strips aren't like overcooked breast meat, then they need something to basically dunk them in. They need a sauce. It was awesome and bloody, just the way I like it. I'm just pandering to this guy so he'll give me more stuff. We hope. Let's move those across and see what we've got left, if any of it is wearable for this character. Not that. Sadly, no. Health is good. I hear good things about health. It's probably good until we can use that one, I think. Pierce damage doesn't help, but life and damage retaliation. And no, I think... potato, potato, sure, why not? Or perhaps these shoulders, no. And no.
I'll give you a good price for what we've got left.
Give me a good price for what he's got left, you know. Right. Up. We've got another person to talk to. Holgrim. By the way, he is not what he seems to be. Just putting that out there. Rock soup, is it better than what you've been serving? That is an old reference. Stone soup. I remember that book, like, when I was a kid. Right. Oh, no, we still got the same thing. That's right. Now we're not going to that expansion. If that was taking us directly to the new expansion, I would do that. To the northwest. There we are. It'll take 6 scrap and 3,000 iron bits. The Arcovian foothills await. Bandits. Level up. I've reached level 22. I'm a berserker. Blood frenzy. Yeah, I don't really see the immediate point for that one, personally. Let's start putting the points to open up the next line of goodies. Oh. Nice door you've got there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it. Of course, I had nothing in mind except, you know, blowing it the hell up. You'll pay for this. This is Edmund Shanks Doyle. Darius wants this prison. And when he finds out what you've done, you wish I'd shanked you dead. Ugh. Thank you. And I turn the cold chicken into firebird by changing the build. Don't think so. Nope. Nope, I am currently cold bird, but I do know that, wrecked by Protoss had turned his into Bzzzt Bird. Lightning build. Don't know if it can be turned into fire. Probably. Most ARPGs offer a lot of conversion options. But I honestly do not know. Ooh, big chest, big chest. Grande Pesos, Stark Machinist. Good evening to you. We like the Grande Pesos around here. That's blocked by a big rock. Not a big fan of big rocks. Got him. Good evening indeed. You're expecting a bunch of fresh bird puns? I don't know, man. You guys burned through, like, certainly my supply, and frankly, I think the Western world's supply of bird puns. But I do have a question for you two guys, if you'll just give me a second here. What is the difference between these two things? One of them is a manifestation of supreme evil in the world, and the other's Lego. Duh, you guys. Just kind of mailing it in. Brought my cold leftover chicken to the stream. All of my chicken is cold and leftover. Can't go that way. All right, you're forcing me to go this way. Oh, we've got NPCs. Kaiman's Retreat. Is your family in there? Are you insane? You can't do this. You're right, it's not. Devil's Crossing is safe, though. Join me there. We defend it. There's shelter and drinking water. Please join us. I'll see you and your family there. See, I'm such a good guy. I just help people, and he was going to burn the house down with his family inside, and now he's not. I've cured psychosis. Actually, it is kind of the end of the world, so... he wasn't really psychotic, just a touch mental. But it was the end of the world as we know it. I mean, I feel fine. I guess he probably didn't. Wow, that was filled with nothing. Like my life. Like all of existence. It's just devoid of meaning, light, and hope. Oh! I didn't see him there. Bacon! I was watching Force Gaming earlier today, and he's doing another playthrough on Dune Awakening, and it made me want to play as well, but I resisted the urge because, and I tracked this down, and now I'm keeping track of it, like I said I should start doing, keeping track of what games are coming and when it is that I want to play them. September 22nd or 23rd? 22nd, I think. The solo version, local solo version of Dune Awakening is releasing, where you can tune the game to your own liking and such. And that I will be playing. Dust-covered journal, but I can't get to it. There's stuff in my way. I don't want stuff in my way. I want to be free. We're in the spined cave. Can a cave have spines? I mean, it can have, I hate it when my brain can't come up with the word. I know the word. The stone spikes. My brain's just not coming up with it. I know the two versions. There are two versions of the word. I know which is which. I just can't come up with the word. It is so freaking annoying when my brain stops braining. Stalagmites and stalactites. There we go. I remembered. Finally. Oh, he's still there. Sorry. Didn't mean to leave you unmurdered. We're gonna start. Here we go. Very good use of the word spelunking. Not a whole lot of people are going to know what the hell spelunking is. Well, there's an exit that I don't think I want to exit yet. I got more ghosts that need murdering. You just can't let ghosts get away with stuff. Yeah, come on. No, we did not. We've got a boss dude. Pretty tough one, too. Oh, come on. At least give me room to dodge your bullshit. He has got an enormous amount of protection from the things I hit him with. Oh, you think I'm going to let you just run away? Oh, that's it. Running away, are you? Oh, we're low on the old energizedness. Doesn't help that this is a really uncomfortable place for me to fight. Because, for whatever reason, the spell that I cast does not deal well with a lot of the terrain in here. And so a lot of my shots just don't go anywhere. They don't hit. So that is a little bit on the disappointing side. Oh, Falcon's Claw. You'd think, as a bird, that would be good for me. But no, it's lightning and electrocute damage. The hell is that? That's like my only disappointment with the expansion so far, is that they did not do a great job on sort of getting the spell to play well with the geometry. Other than that, the expansion so far is cool. Alright, I think to get to the dust-covered journal, we're probably better off going this way. Or if you prefer, this away. How could the undead make sort of shrieky noises? Ain't got no lungs. Corpse dust. Whoop. I am having more problems with my energy. Don't say it. All right, there's the journal that I came in here for, that I saw, that I coveted, that I decided that I must have. I must have. Because it's worth 875 experience points. Of course they're squawking at me. They envy me. I am the bird that they wish they could be. And I gotta say, the right click, which is the sort of area of effect with a bunch of the ice spike thingies go out, is also rather disappointing, because a good part of the time it runs into irregularities in the geometry. I mean, sure, if you run into a wall, it's going to stop, but sometimes it's going across what appears to be flat ground and it gets interrupted. Look at all of that fat loot. And I cannot deny. A lot of bandits. I mean, it is the end of the world as we know it, and I guess they feel fine about that. Well, our bags are relatively full. I will take a moment to go back to town. Yeah, they're losing their religion, and who knows after that. Of course, they won't lose their religion until they're in the spotlight, but still, they're not far away.
Okay, dear sisters.
Put all of that stuff away. Sell the rest of this here yunk. Well, that's a nice hat, but it does fire stuff, and I don't truck with the fire stuff, you know. Elemental damage is nice, little health, offensive. Nice resists. Yeah, we're going to wear that new hat. Did I just sell it? I didn't want to sell it. Where's the buyback? Wanted to wear it. It's a nice hat. Internal trauma damage. Don't see that in many games. It's a lot of health. A lot of armor. Sure, why not? Why not, he says. Cold, cold. Oh, now we got it. Now that right there is the kind of thing we're talking about. 48% cold damage. 23% frostburn damage, which is lower. Piercing and physical converted to cold, health, and bleeding resist. Probably better, but not necessarily much. No. 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 Can't see myself doing it. Just can't be doing it. No. No. Cold and frostburn, level 23. Maybe be able to wear that in just a tiny bit of XP. Alright, now we sell all of that stuff. He's going to give me a good price on what he's got left. Whoop, whoop. We've got to talk to, not the sheriff, the other guy.
Did they like our housewarming?
I killed the man in charge by the name of Shanks.
Fast. I like that. We'll need more of that for what's coming next.
What's our next target?
We have to hit them hard and fast.
That's my level right there. Well, give me just a second. I need to check my little drawing. Okay, that's that. That is there. Pardon me if I'm talking to myself, but I'm the only one who will listen. 6 there, 8 there, and 1 there. So, 6 there, 8 there. And a 1 there. We're also going to need a point there. I like that leap would be great because I can leap in and then fire off my right click. So that is right now is my, at least temporary. Don't have any devotion, do I? I do have a point of devotion left. We need to be going into Spooter next, I believe. Yes, Spooter. So we need a green for Spooter. There we go. We now have a green, which has opened up Spooter. We will finish Spooter up, which will take us 5 points, as that will give us green to go with the blue we already have, so that we can do, not that one, this one, that one, as this has good chunky amounts of cold damage. That is our relatively long-term goal. Back over there with Nod Knocks. They are a bunch of shiny, happy people. Well, I do have... Sure, let's just use some dynamite. I've got dynamite. I should probably use it. It does me no good if I'm carrying it around with me when I could be using it to blow shit up. Am I right? Damn Skippy. Never understood why Skippy. Bacon. That was a lot of dead bugs. I squished them good. I squished them real good. Oh. They keep on coming. Let's go into the cave entrance. I mean, what could possibly be waiting for us in an enormous cave that apparently is filled with big freaking wasps? Nature's assholes. Fat Buddy, good evening. Welcome. Me and my pal hanging out, gaming. It's actually the first Lego I've done in probably 55 years. 50 for sure. I was a huge Lego fan when I was a kid. It's been a long time. Okay, we've got bugs, Mr. Rico, zillions of them. Favorite was the Galaxy Explorer. Don't know it. Oh, that is a big bug. That's... Ow! Okay, I died. That's my first death on this character. Not happy about it. Sponsorship had the rover in the back. Spaceship that had the rover in the back. I have no memory of this. So, that was me dying my first death. A big bug for a big bird, and that big bug kicked this big bird's big ass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, we got a spirit totem there. We've got to go there. I didn't realize we had a spirit totem. We need the spirit totem, obviously. Leave Big Bird alone. Maybe I should leave Big Bug alone. And you know what helps? If you're a were-raven or were-chicken, going into chicken form, probably a good idea. Because otherwise you're just kind of, doing it on a wing and a prayer. Sorry. He can hit me, but I can't hit him. I'm pretty sure that's just not fair. Can be a dude and a chick at the same time? Absolutely. I've got the moves for it. Not the moves, the moves. You don't want me singing at you. That's like a hate crime. All right, come on. All of you out. Thank you. See? No problem killing him. Or his friends. Oh, there's still one of his friends left. I forgot to equip the goodies. New shoulders, which we wanted to wear. Give up a little health. Get some elemental damage and some frostburn damage. Little chaos resist. And this ring, which gives us cold and frostburn damage, offensive ability. We absorb energy from enemy spells. That'll help us keep our energy up so we can hit them back with more stuff. I think one has 10% elemental resistance. The other has lightning and cold, so the only one we're not getting is fire. I think it's probably better that we go with this one, taking over for that one. Correct. Clank, clank, clank. The shield is a no bueno. Nope. Those are the ones we just took off. Fire and cold damage, and spirit, and attack speed. Little armor. Give up a good chunk of health. Well. Yeah, it's probably okay. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. We're moving on. A puncturing tarnished bludgeon of corrupted peaks. Say it ain't so. Matthias winces in pain. He seems barely aware of your presence. I'll look for help. I will? Why? Am I going to look for help? Really? Seriously? Dude's just dying, man. Something hit me quite hard. I prefer to get hit not hard. If I have my druthers about things, which, frankly, pretty much never happens. I can see my house from here. Not really. Well, actually, I can see my house from here. It's all around me. I was standing right next to that thing and it was taking no damage from my spell because my spell was getting eaten by the geometry again. The little acorn grew and grew. One day it just said, "Gee, I'm a tree." Your least favorite meat tree. Geo meat tree. Yep. I think mine was better. I heard stone rattling against stone. There's a chest up there. Yeah. You know, I've played the game a bunch in the past, and I do not remember having so much trouble getting my freaking spells to actually hit. But these are constantly getting eaten by the geometry. Not digging it, man. Right, how are we supposed to get up there? Oh, there we are. Found it. Definitely worth. See, those are little things I really do enjoy about the game, though. That's not on the map. This little area right there. All right, into the Staunton mine. Imelda Staunton? No, I cannot attest to the Staunton mine, but the chess pieces, the Staunton chess pieces, really nice ones. Great design. There's always one little jerk who doesn't want to die. So we've got bandits sharing a place with nature's assholes. Wasps. Giant wasps. Vigorous incendiary cask of vitality. Ooh. No. It did get an ooh out of me, though. I don't ooh over just anything. I'm a selective ooer. It's Nicholas somebody, Balthazar. Hey, I know him. Isn't he the god of fire and war? Missed me. Dynamite. At least, that's what the boys say. They all say that dynamite. I don't know. I've never seen any evidence. She seems to be a really nice girl. Nice big box of fat loot. You gotta try and talk to the loot to make the loot fatter. It's just the business we're in, you know. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Don't plan the plan if you can't follow through. That's what I always say. Which really makes for boring conversations. Did we clear out this side? Not quite. Somehow that one bug survived. Just the one bug. Rest of them all blowed up. Come out the other side. She's got pretty eyes. Green, glowing eyes. Right now, Birdman Lens would wishes he had a faster movement skill, but he doesn't because he's Birdman Lens. I definitely could use some poison and acid resistances. I should check back in my bank and drop some. When do I learn to fly in the game? Well, I might have flown through the air when that enormous bug kicked the living shit out of me. My body may have gone catapulting through the air. I don't think that counts, but maybe? I'm going to, before we head back into the area where we might find that bleepity bleeping bug. So, if we head back, empty out the inventory, blah, 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 blah. Sell the extras, blah, 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 blah. We'll find some stuff.
I'll keep you stashed.
All right. Poison. Which one protect me from poison? I want poison resistance. I want the poison resistance. Those are giving poison damage, not poison resistance. I only have 2 of those, and you have to be level 24. I'm level 23. Poison, acid, and acid resistance. How about down here? That's poison damage. We're looking for resistances, baby. That appears to be my choice. Runestones. Used in head armor. Well. That moved both? We didn't want both. Why won't you let me... Seriously, I can't pick them up? Oh, that's me trying to put it into a place. How do I get one? By clicking on it once. Seems unlikely. Well, as soon as we get to level 24, which we will be doing soon. Don't suppose there's anything else. It's poison acid damage. Vitriolic gallstone. Of all of the gall stone. None of the rest have the resist, huh? The dude's just looking for some resists, you know? Yep. Anti-venom salve. I might be able to make that. In which case I can make that. That'll be helpful too. Anti-venom salve. Right. Can we make the anti-venom salve? How about you and me? Can we make the anti-venom salve? That's relics. Relics. Runes. Okay, that's probably not it. We can sell all this stuff. And we will, as you can tell, because we are. Yeah, put it to good use. Maybe one of the guys out here. Whoops, sorry, my bad. My bad.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got
No, nothing there.
See you around.
That sounded like a threat.
See if you like it.
Well, that one has got poison damage. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for resists. That's damage. Poison and acid resistance. It's kind of crap, but it is resistance. And we clearly needed some because we were getting our asses handed to us. And not in a good way.
See you around.
Don't remember how to craft. Maybe that guy? No. No. Later, old man. I would never call a man old man. As an old man. Calling an old man seems rude. I mean, obviously I am an old man. Hopefully I will get to the point where I'm an extremely old man. I suppose we can... who's got anything for Makins, does he? No. Does not appear to. That has none of the resists I need. So I don't recall how to make those things. It's fine. We'll be fine. I'm pretty sure we're likely to be somewhat okay. Ish. In there's where we died. Those are places where we died. Let's see if we can't get a level before we head back in. Sometimes I forget to bird up. When it's winter in the game, do you have to fly south for the winter? No, south comes to me, which is a little surprising. I guess they just didn't want me to be, you know, burdened by it. I'm trying to just get to that level. Oh, there's the old Arkovia camp. We need to go there. Okay, that is right. Bird up, everybody say. Can you hear the squawk? You gotta get on the way. Your poetry, I'll say this for it. It rhymes.
Keep your weapons where I can see them.
Mornay sent me. There's that level. What do you need? You have a deal. Talk to him. Interesting. Don't know what it was. Don't remember. How can I get to Homestead? Which way to the mines? The mines! They call them mines! I hear one of his old tales. Sure, why not? Mention necromancy. I will end the beast's life. Where should I be looking? Yeah, it's just across the road from the camp, if memory serves. All right, we will be putting this on when we go back in, which going to be doing in just a second. Okay, we don't have any rep with them, so he'll just buy stuff off us. He won't sell stuff to us because he's a jerk. But we're going back for that big bug that killed me like it wasn't a thing. That hurt my feeling. I just have the one. Oh. Iron bits, food ration. Got that already taken care of. Oh, no, we didn't. It's cleansed. Devotion point. I didn't check it after we... Wow, that was foolhardy. I was foolhardy. I hope in time you can find it in your heart to forgive the old man. He means well. He's just... Let's begin. Give me 15 cunning and 15 spirit. All right, we're going bug hunting. It's a bug hunt. Is this a stand-up fight or a bug hunt? There's where I died. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me, game. That I died there. That's really thoughtful. Nice to know that I died there. Experience reclaimed. All right, where's Big Bug? There she is. She's level 27. Ronaprax. Almost did it again to me, didn't she? Her poison attacks are just freaking horrible. Where'd she go? She thinks she's getting away. She ain't getting away from Jack. There she comes. Goddamn freaking spell got eaten again. Got her. That's right. That's right. She ain't nothing. See? It was easy. I can't understand how she killed me that first time, except she almost did it again that one time right back there a minute ago. But other than that, yeah. Ooh, Scepter of Frost Blood. That sounds frosty. Potentially bloody, but frosty. Cold. Bleeding we don't care about. Frostburn. So it's less cold and less frostburn. And, not seeing the upside. I told you that I was going to even the score. Okay, we need to pry off that runestone off that so that we can get it back and apply it to a real piece of gear. It doesn't look like I actually claimed the freaking point, the waypoint. Pardon the yawn. All right, it's claimed. All right. I thought it was like right across. here? We got a town here. That's right there. Like under assault or control by the bandits. What do you want? Look, I don't mean to be rude, but we don't need another drifter hanging around. Just passing through. Farewell. God, what a whiner. Say. Can I talk with the kid? No, kid don't want to talk to me. What's happening here? Anything I can do to help? Silas over there makes sure that we stay in line and meet Cronley's quota. Oh, well, I'm going to kill Cronley. I could take you all to Devil's Crossing via Rift. A strange offer, but we cannot leave. What did you need me to do then? Silas over there makes sure. Yeah. I tried. I understand. I guess you're kind of an idiot. What's happening here? Anything I can do to help? Of course, I'll help you with your tribute. I've got the scrap. Will this suffice? There. I helped. I could kill him. Tempting. Tempting. I mean, let's face it, killing people solves a lot of problems. It may create new ones, but it does solve a lot. Really, they could use a little bit of good, solid urban renewal. Do I have that other dynamite? I'm destroying the barricade. I'm going in. Yeehaw! Well, there's something blue and glowy there, but I can't click on it or nothing. Forsaken Spirit Totem, and here we go! Oh, more stuff. Now that little glowing ball, when I hit it, it's going to spit up a bunch more loot. Here we go. Yeehaw! I apologize for saying yeehaw. That wasn't called for. I'm right next to it, and my shots were missing it. Oh, it's a Frost Revenant, so it's not taking much damage from my cold. It is definitely time for me to consider getting that second class. Something that does something other than cold would probably be a good idea. So that the things that are really cold resistant don't make me regret my life choices more than I already might. They just keep coming and they don't stop coming. Sorry. Genuinely. Sorry. That looks like a hole in the ground. I got a great big hole in the ground. I'm sure there's nothing terrifying or deadly down there. So here we go. The Hanafly Mine, I believe it was. Hanafy. Actually went to college with a guy named Hanafy. Good guy. Last name Hanafi. Which way would we like to go? This looks like it ends in a dead end. Always try to investigate your dead ends first, because they're dead. And they end. Alright, that's the mine. It says mine entrance, but it seems like that should be the mine exit. How many mines you got in this place? I gotta say, the pathing on my spell is really disappointing. It's constantly getting blocked by stuff that I don't actually think should be blocking it. And it's frustrating as hell. I'm standing right next to somebody. I've got my mouse cursor over them. I press the fire button. It fires and nothing happens. It's instantly devoured by the geometry. Good amount of our damage is also frostburn. I need to be more aware of that when I am hitting things. I may need to do more kiting to just let them die from the dot damage on the frostburn more often. So instead of trying to fire a whole buttload of things into something's face, fire a couple and then just kite around for a bit. Why don't you just frostburn a little? Keep shooting into that. We got him. Couldn't have done it without you guys. The positive vibes you sent me. It makes all the difference in the world. Who are you guys again? So we've got mine entrance and mine entrance. And an almost full inventory. Well, to me, that sings back to town. Back to Devil's Crossing. I did scavenge my dead body like a buzzard. Some of the parts were quite delicious. Let's move all that stuff. And let's see if any of this is an improvement over what we currently have. That's cold damage, cunning, physique, aether resistance. Seems to be better, so we're going to swap it. Oh, we don't have enough spirit for it. We've got spirit. Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about you? Apologies. Blight shard. I blight sharded myself. No. That's a lot of energy. Casting speed, chaos resist. Chance of cooldown reduction. I think that's probably an improvement. Although we're giving up. A couple of nice resists. I'm going to hold on to this one. Just in case we change our mind later. It's a gentleman's prerogative to change his mind, you know. That's not actually the saying, but actual schmactual. Health, frostburn, duration on that. Health. Yeah, we're going to use that. Heck yes, we're going to use that. Mage Storm, solid war maul of alacrity. I'm trying to cut down on my alacrity. Makes me a regular. Alright, we have cleared out our inventory of all the crap. Let's head right back to where we were. Hanafi Mine. So we got two exits, which say entrances. We're close to this one. That's exit. That's exit. Wasn't there another one over here? I could have sworn there was. Is that the one where we came in? I must have been, okay. I was mistaken. Hard to believe, I know. I mean, I have been mistaken before, a couple times. Most of the times when I thought I was mistaken, I was wrong. Four hills. We got stuff over there. Is that going to be fat loot? We do like fat loot. Right, that's not particularly fat loot. No, that's not really. I'm gonna describe that as not so fat loot. Charitably, I think. Up, and away! Oh. Oop. Sorry about that, guys. You just, you messed with the wrong bird, okay? We all know what happens. If you mess with the wrong bird, you end up paying the bill. Sorry. Yep, used it again. The bird puns are beginning to repeat themselves. Oh, that's a bossy guy. That is Ooh, he's 28. Champion of the Pit. Acedian Aldrich. I don't think I want to fight him. He's level 28. I'm just little 24. Hold on. We're on your side. Don't kill us. My side? Why are you in a cage? Stuff going on out there. That's nothing but compared to what's going on in the mine. Crawling's building himself an army of Ascended. You're outlaws. Why should I spare you? Look, Cronley's gone off the deep end, crazy with power from those green crystals. Alright, I'm listening. I thought you were going to kill us. Gonna have to go through him before you even see his ugly mug, but somehow you survive. Check behind Cronley's bed. There's a gap in the wall that leads to his little hideout. That's where he does his experiments. Thanks, now get out of here. Get moving. You can dance if you want to. You could leave your thieving friends behind because your friends don't dance. That's all. Just that they don't dance, you know. Am I going to give it a try for the bad man? The sad man. Behind blue eyes. Here we go, guys. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Yeah, pretty sure. Alright, this is 18-meter range. I can leap 54 feet. Well, a little more. Probably closer to 60 feet than 54 feet. 18 meters. Won't be using that here because jumping in and throwing off the right click isn't really useful when there's only one target. But we will add it anyway. Let me just double check. I just want to double check, that's all. You can't blame a guy for wanting to double check. 8 and then 1. 6 there. Puts in 6 there, huh? I mean, that gives us the attack speed and casting speed, which is nice, but it also reserves energy. And it reserves a chunk of energy. Oh, that's all our points anyway. Okay. Alright, we're going to try to beat up the bad man. I am prepared to run away like a great big chicken. Chicken. Get it? Alright, he's got lightning powers. And that's a unfriendly totem, I'm thinking. I think we're doing okay on him so far. That's a shocking result. All right. He may not frostburn out there, but he will pretty quick die. All right, we got him. You guys were awesome. Like a scarecrow, like a scaredy cat, certainly. We got Death's Whale Mark Cold Damage. Oh, we like that. Level 30. We set that aside then. I don't even know what that is. Metal. Health regen per second. That seems good. Regen, physique, and offensive numbers. We give up 3% experience. Worth. That we're going to want eventually. as soon as we hit level 30, which is only 6 levels away. Okay, that's actually kind of a lot. Brawler's distinction. Nice, but not for this build. I'm a lover, not a fighter, baby. You know. Bacon. Alright, there's a bad thing there. Gulga the rampaging troll. How bad could a troll be, right? Am I right? They're just idiots on the internet. How bad could they be? Or troll. Never really stood a chance fighting against a incredibly potent, powerful, and genuinely dead sexy opponent such as myself. He really never had a chance. Yeah. It's understandable if you feel a little sorry for him. What else we got over here? More critters. Oh, we got another starred critter over there. So that's another kind of bossy critter thing. Really? Up above, I guess? Must be, not that way. It's got to be over here then. And it tells you they killed enemy bosses. Are there bosses here that aren't enemies? Possibly? I don't think so. I mean, there are probably bosses that don't necessarily aggro. That's the mine. That's that other entrance to the mine. They call it a mine. A mine. Well, where the hell are we getting in there? From over there? Is there another entrance in the mine that I missed? Did I miss mine entrance? No, I did not. All right. Gotta love the emo chicks. Seems that calling bosses enemies is not necessary. Oh, okay, I can see now where I can get to those guys. Yeah, maybe you guys should have taken advantage and just run the bleep away. I mean, it's not my place to tell them their business, but they're dead. So maybe it's not my place to tell them their business, but them being dead kind of does give it away a bit. All right, how about over here then? I got a lot of them. See, they shouldn't want to mess with me. I'm the fastest bird in the West. Which is not an entirely auspicious title to sort of carry around. The fastest bird in the West. I mean, it could be worse. I'm not a fan of these guys up on their walkways, thinking they're all that, because I'm not shooting them. With my magical powers, of course. Where is it? I can't even see the goddamn thing. Alright, I think it's up above, and I didn't go far enough to get to it, so that's fine. Oh, God, the pathing can eat a bag of detached male genitals. And also, we have, again, it's not a good fit. The bird model does not fit very well on those walkways. I would say that this expansion, although my understanding is it's bigger than the two previous expansions, it doesn't have the same amount of polish, I don't think. I've destroyed 3 bandit forges around in these here hills. Chirping of little birdies, not to confuse with enormous birdies like me. Really big bird. That's a big honking bird. Alright, we are in the area I was hoping to get to. Alright, you forgot. I forgot to use to get my leap command ready so that I can leap into action. Jackson. Nothing to kill here? I'll have to get the hang of it. That's better. Okay, yeah. That's how we want to see it work. Alright, we've got a mine entrance. Call it a mine. That works pretty well. Looks like there's something there, but isn't. What do we got over here? It looks like there's something here, but there isn't. Alright, let's see. We wanted to go down here, so we will. Oh, I'm so glad we got to that. It was so worth. A polished emerald. She's a very nice streamer. I don't know if I'd call her polished. That's just a play on words. Alright, I think we're heading to the mine. Did we finish? Not quite finished out this area. A little more investigation. another forge that we done blowed up. Cronley's hideout. We're here for Cronley. And the horse he rode in on. Might not have actually been a horse. Don't know for sure. Darius Cronley. But first, back to Devil's Crossing. Yeah, let's stash the stuff we need stashed so that it's, you know, stash worthy. Did I sell that stupid hat that I didn't want to sell? I think I did. I didn't want to sell it because I wanted to craft off the poison bit off of it. Yeah, we got one. I certainly did that stupid thing. Right. Well then, not as smart as you like to think you are, Mr. Lindsay, are we? What? Don't suppose he's got a buyback still, does he? No, he doesn't. All right. Well then, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I am bird-brained, for sure. Thing is, ravens are incredibly smart. I don't think I can be a were-raven. I don't think I'm smart enough to be a were-raven. That's pretty much the cut and dried and sad point. I'm a sad little were-raven. I did want to check and see if we had any nice new additions in the right level range for goodies. Those look lightning-like. Why are there no cold-like daggers that I could like dual wield? Because that would be awesome. But no. Acid and poison damage, offensive and defensive ability, and regens. Miasma robes, more poison. Ooh, dementia. Cold, ether, frostburn. Yes, please. I like those things. Those are all things that I like. They're better numbers than what I currently have, so I will pry off the magic-y bit that I have and put it on that. Because you don't want to give up your magic-y bits. I consider that to be pretty much a slam dunk kind of thing. Lore Keeper's Band, huh? Elemental damage, energy regen, casting speed, and elemental resistance. Plus, I can throw out a ring of fire. I can fall into that burning ring of fire. Go down, down, down. And then, you know, the flames will... I can't see them going any higher. That would be really unlikely. No. Look, we got lightning there and lightning there. Why do we have 2 lightning swords and 2 lightning daggers, but no, like, cold stuff? What's the deal? Just a man looking around for fewer lightning things and more cold stuff. Lightning again. Lightning, lightning, lightning. Somebody's daddy's pet. damage type. I am doing reasonably well. I'm hoping that everyone else's weekend is off to a good start. Weekend, W-K-N-D, weekend. I hope everyone's weekend is off to a good start. Hope nobody has to work over the weekend, and that you can have more fun than you can shake the metaphorical and actual stick at. Fire and cold. A little bit of spirit. Not worth. Not worth. Just doing a quick scan right now to see if any of these are awesome. Bits and pieces that I can abscond with from my character account. Because that would be cool. I'd like that. Lightning. More lightning. Everything is lightning. It's very, very frightening me. Galileo. Piccolo. Looks like we have gotten one good piece. I mean, which isn't bad. It is numerically more than none. Stacked up to the early game in PoE. The entire game is significantly more deliberate, slower paced. It plays at a pace that's similar to, like, say, the first 5 chapters of PoE. More along those lines. And it never gets to the zoom kind of nature that you get from endgame PoE. That's for sure. It is just, it is... Also, the build craft is a lot wider in the options you want to make. In PoE, you have a lot of, like, specific skills you can choose, but within that skill, the build craft is relatively limited. Whereas here, you've got a lot more options with your build. Different ways to go. You're never going to quite get the kind of domination that you get in PoE with a really busted good, setup of skills and items and stuff. It has a lower entropy. But sometimes you don't want to just blast and run. Sometimes you want something a little bit more, I hesitate to say comfy, but sure, comfy. All right, we're selling that. We need to pry that piece off. Yeah, it makes a very good change of pace. This is their third and final expansion for the game. As an example of the fundamentals here, I'm a berserker. You can have 2 classes. And 3, 6, 9, there's 10 classes. Which means you've got 10 times 9 is 90 divided by 2, 45 different combinations. And they'll all play differently. So that's what I mean about the build craft. You can choose to be any of those and either get a second class as sort of a balance to it or as a reinforcement for that class. So there's a lot to do with it. And then in here, you have a lot of points to spend, and you can emphasize which ones you want, which ones you don't, and a lot of them have very fundamental changes. I'm currently in werechicken form, and my spells are all cold-based. They do other stuff too. But I can change them all, by putting a point in here, I can change them all to chaos if I want, and change my build entirely, build around chaos instead of cold. Now you can do that sort of conversion in PoE as well, obviously. But it adds a lot of options. So if you're a mad scientist type player, there's a lot of mad science to be done in the game. All right, we need you to pry that off. I want to keep the add-on. Thank you. Put that on that. There we go. Bong! And occasionally it's on sale. And if you're a PoE player and you've never played it, I would say it is almost certainly worth waiting and grabbing it on sale. I've heard $7 sometimes. The expansions I know are, I think, 17 each, but the base game is sometimes available for as little as $7. And yeah, if you're a PoE player and you're in the off season but you want an ARPG to play, it's a very, very solid one. Let's see. Kill Darius Cronley. Discover Elsa's fate. Elsa the cow? Return to Quaid at the Rover Camp in Old Arkovia. Oh, you own the game already? Just never got more than 5 minutes in? Always heard good things about it? Then yeah. Again, if you're a PoE player, a new league just started. If you're playing, knock yourself out. But give it a look the next time you've got access, shall we say. Is that the Arkovian camp? I think. And if you like it, you can always buy the expansions. I have destroyed the forges. I'm a bloody hero. I have to find Moneybags Martin now.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
You'll give me a good price on what he's got left. All right, back into Cronley's hideout. They just never seem to learn. You don't want to mess with the werechicken. It's just a bad move, man. It's a bad move. I don't know, guys, maybe you want to move into a mine that isn't, like, haunted by the undead as well. Just seems it's a bit of a time saver. Maybe skip the undead-filled mine for your camp. Just an idea. See where Last Epoch took some inspiration from the game. Yeah, well, I mean, let's face it, they're all inspired mostly more by anything else than by D2. I think you can make a case that these games are more inspired by D2 than D3 or D4 were. Basically, all of the sort of... Oh, wait, all the way down there? We need that. The ARP genre in general is a lot of people, not all of them, but a lot of people trying to get back the high they got from Diablo 2. I mean, I played D2. I just wasn't one of those people who played it near obsessively. It's a ruined shrine. I will make an offering to it of a scavenged plating. Another devotion point. Excellent. So along with the skills, there's also devotions. You start in the middle. You put points in to unlock other things. So for instance, I put a point of blue in to open this up, which allows me to get to here. So now one of my abilities has a 35% chance to have a big buff attack on it. Then I dropped another point here, and that opens this up. This one gave me 5 blue. This one will give me 6 green. And that will allow me, those two will allow me to come all the way up here for a whole bunch of cold damage. But right now, We have opened that up. Let's see. Spirit and offensive ability. Offensive ability and casting. Defensive and attack speed. I think we want the additional spirit. All right. We've got spirit. Yes, we do. I'll stop right there. So we're in here trying to find Darius Cronley, who is a bad guy. I think we can just leave it at that. He's a bad guy. That's right. The bird flew and landed on top of the guy. I don't know who's going to clean up that mess. Not me. All right, somebody's still shooting at me. No, he's not. Never mind. I'm good. Chest. Chest. All right, we got a bad guy over there. Got the star. You can trust your car to the man who is a star. That's an old guy commercial reference. Ah, that hurt rather a lot. Get out of his way. We do a lot of our damages dots. So I have to end up kiting bosses a fair amount. That might do it. Come on. Just fall over. You want to. Fine. One more. Jerk. And. Alright. We have slain Moneybags Martin. I guess money can't buy you everything. Can it, Mr. Bags? And we're back with bugs again. My first and only death on this character so far came at the, I don't want to say hands, at the mandibles of one of these bugs. Yeah, that leap ability is working out well. Me likey. Alright, we'll head over there in a sec. I just don't like leaving batches of bad guys behind me. Makes me nervous. A lot of the layouts, though, have a lot of intersection and stuff. And so for someone like me who has an instinct to want to poke at every last corner of a map, this map can be irritating.
What do you want?
This is Derini. Oh, looks like I get to try out my new powers today. Aren't you from Devil's Crossing? Why are you doing this? Bourbon's gotta pay. No way around that. Nothing against you, not personally. but you're about the only person standing between Devil's Crossing and Darius's plans. I take you out, Darius bestows more of this magnificent power upon me, and Bourbon hangs. Maybe I'm making a deal with the devil, but hell sure beats starving in Devil's Crossing. What's your issue with Bourbon? I was a prisoner in Devil's Crossing, back when it still served as an actual prison. When the world went down the slith hole, I stayed there, with Darius and this group. It was the safest place I could think of. Clearly, Bourbon thought the same thing. When he showed up with the rest of the survivors, things escalated quickly, but in the end, Bourbon had more firepower. Those prisoners that survived were driven out and set free. When the fighting got ugly, I hid when the fighting got ugly and bided my time. He's just a ruthless traitor. Let him chase us. Give him a little cold. Scarecrow. Oh, he can summon up friends. It's nice to have friends. Especially when you're a loser like him. Oh, goodness. The friends didn't help. He's dead. I'm coming for you. I am level 25 indeed. I actually have points to spend. Forgot about those. Oops. One sec. Just got to check again. 8 in there and 6 in there. Not sure I got them. All right. All right. Darius Cronley awaits. And his band of bandits. A bandit band. If there was none of them left, they would be abandoned bandit band. Human remains. All right, we got guys over there. Guys to the left of me, guys to the right of me. Here I am. No, not that way. Again, I don't like leaving the mobs behind me. So I'm going to head back over in this direction. Oh, hi guys! Look at all of you! Stalwart murderers, epaulets of spines. Bit wordy, but, you know. More of the bugs. My one death that occurred earlier occurred at the mandibles of some of the bugs. Alright, we've been through all of this spot, I think. Yep, we have. So now we just have the walkway over here. Leading me on to Darius Crowley. Mr. Crowley. Cronley, sorry, he's Cronley, isn't he? Yeah, Cronley. Crowley would be me, because I'm a We're Crow. We're Corvid. A We're Raven, technically, but I think We're Chicken. I think they just painted me black. Okay, we've got ether crystals, which we'll want to blow up. And grab, there's Cronley. Bosses can be bad news. We have to talk to him first. Locked by powerful presence. All right, here we go. That was level 30. All right. Hi, Cronley.
So Bourbon's dog has come barking. You should give up trying to act the savior. It doesn't suit you. Humanity's already doomed and a new power is rising. Get on board like I did or go extinct. Well, that's not quite true. The Ethereals will need new vessels, so I'm sure they'll keep some domesticated humans around to breed like livestock. You know I heard you were taken when they found you. I bet your offspring would make good vessels.
Why are you after the prison?
Isn't it obvious? Devil's Crossing may be a prison, but it's like a fortress and controls the roads to Burwich and to the west. The Ethereals wanted to capture it, and you know, as much as I wanted out of that place, I think I've grown nostalgic for it. This time, I get to play Warden, and I intend to have some fun just like old Creed did. Tell you what, give me Devil's Crossing and I'll put in a word for you. Maybe get the Ethereals to keep you around as a breeder. Either that, or I'm happy to do things the painful way. Painful for you, that is.
Can't we end this peacefully?
What kind of milksop did Bourbon send after me? Don't you
Well, I guess it's time for you to die. Oh, he's got extras. Oh, he's not even going to fight me like a man. He's going to fight me like a villain. I guess that actually kind of does make sense. Oh. He fooled me. He went the other way. He's so tricksy, that Darius Cronley. How about you first, punk? Mr. Cronley. It appears that Cronley does not have Elsa. Again, I have to ask, the cow? Cronley's notes. More of Cronley's notes. Destroy the laboratory and the crystal. Destroy the laboratory and keep some of the crystals for yourself. Oh, well. Sure. I mean, come on. No duh. I might need those. Cronley's notes. More XP. Report to Mornay at Devil's Crossing. Yes, we do have that. Bring the animals to the rover camp. We can do that. Anything over here, like a enormous pile of fat loot? The answer to that was no, sadly. That was a no. Disappointing for us all. Okay, me. Guys, your boss is, he's dead meat. I killed him really, really hard. Ran around a bit, but killed him a lot. unlock this. Is there no other way? I'll keep that in mind. We had a good talk, him and me. I have no idea who he is. We head back to the old Arcovia Rift, because we have the Arcovian Chronicles. Need to turn that in for some XPs. Yo! I like XP, and I cannot lie. Moneybags Martin is dead. I'd forgotten about him, yeah. Ooh, I'm friendly with the Rovers. I found one of the texts you may find interesting, and that is another level. That is level 26. You can't stop me. You can only hope to contain me. Do put 1 point in there. Oh, that's right. We're not friendly with him.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh, we can get Rowari oil. Lasts for 15 minutes. Vitality damage and vitality decay. And the Wrath of the Beast tincture. Bonus to all pets. Not a pet class. Well, I mean, I might be somebody else's pet, but my class has no pets. I mean, I do have a second class that I can always, open up. Cronley's dead, bro.
Well, is it finished?
Darius is no more and his gang is scattered.
It's all safer today with that monster dead. Now,
My
what else?
tsunami just leveled up. We're now respected with Devil's Crossing. Darius did not have Elsa.
Perhaps now that we're not in any imminent danger.
I'll speak to Barnabas. I'll speak to Barney. Last name Rubble. Unexpectedly. A pet worm? I can always catch the worm. I just have to get up early.
Friend, share a glass of clean water with old Barnabas to celebrate.
Mornay says you have a plan for the food situation. Right.
Before the world fell apart, birds.
I'll get on it. We'll put away the put-awayables. Sell the not good enough to usables. And then I'll probably call it an evening. Oh, if I had a pet, I wouldn't have to get up early. I see what you're saying. Yes, but I would get the worm. I would eat the worm. I'd need to get another pet worm. Let's see. We've got excerpt from the Annals of Arcovia. More lore. No. Well, that's cold damage, but not enough. No. Piercing. No. Do I look like I play basketball for the Boston Celtics? I don't need piercing. That's an old guy sports reference. Don't do a lot of sports-based humor around here. But you got to keep it fresh and different. Or at least pretend. We've got a ring that doesn't make the grade. Nothing. Fire, vitality, and burn. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Right now I'm looking for cold. An ether cluster. Gives you 8-second duration with a whole bunch of damage absorption. I can see that being useful. The rest of it, it's all gonna sell.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Don't suppose you've got anything good with cold on it, do you? Because currently we're at 48 and 23 frostburn. So it's going to require something quite good, and that's not bad. Not quite good, but not bad. Three of those actually weren't terrible. Pardon Jan. He can't help himself. He's old. He's falling apart. You might hear bits of him clanking and hitting the floor. If you listen real close.
See you around. Come see what's left on West.
I always have full tabs of stuff, man. I don't think I want to ask any questions as to where they're getting all this stuff. You know? It's just a little bit troubling that they keep coming up with this stuff. Doesn't dementia, the offhand... Do we have a couple other skills that we can't... There's cold snap. No, that's that one, right? Yeah. We're Raven, cold snap, leap, rallying cry. Oh, I guess we don't have any others. Hello there. Good evening. Good news, bad news situation. Bad news is I'm ending my stream soon. Good news, I'm ending my stream soon. You just gotta make a choice. One of those two things. That is looking like it for now. All right, so we have finished off Warden Krieg yesterday and Darius Cronley today. That's the local map. We want the world map. So all these areas here we haven't gone into. And where we're kind of trying to get is to Homestead eventually. We've still got a long ways to go to get there. I know there's a bunch of stuff in here. And I think this is the new stuff in the new expansion. But I could be mistaken. Or maybe this? Astrakarn, yeah. Okay. Kernhold, I think, is the sort of hub, village, town, whatever, city for the new expansion. The Roof of the World. Dreadwave, Black Citadel, you know, it's your standard fantasy fare. We got a Blood Grove, too. We got a Blood Grove, and up here we had the Bloodbound Bastion. There's just a lot of blood in this world, you know. The first expansion is here, I think. Up to Malmuth. And the second expansion is the Corvin Basin. And then that's the new third one. But I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. As always, I would like to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me and my buddy. We're just two of a kind. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with more of my standard bullshit. Probably back here with more of this, but I'm not positive. Because, I mean, you know, things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Yeah, but I am enjoying it. Again, it's an excellent ARPG to change up things. I'll probably play the new PoE League at some point, but they did have some problems today. By the way, not only did they have some problems today, I have to share with you, they had their account had a post, I think on X saying, it's just about time to launch, update all of your patch up your software, and it's the queue is open, go. And then underneath, one of the GGG people put psych, because the entire system blew up on them. And someone is the smart ass enough to put psych in there 6 minutes after the queue is open is psych. But I am back tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Friday, or possibly Saturday, goes great. And as always, I do require you to have a kiss-ass. Wow. A kick-ass weekend, not a kiss-ass weekend. Unless that's what you're into, in which case, go crazy. But I will require complete details of the ass ticking on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great weekend.